I've been working with this guy named Oren Klaff.
Pitch anything, right?
Pitch anything.
Yeah.
Millions of copies sold. He's a good friend of mine now. I was up in his empty studio watching the Super Bowl on a 25-foot screen. It was amazing. It's 110 televisions stuck together. He got my first pitch deck. Mind you, I have 30 years of experience. I've raised $2 billion. He looked at my pitch deck and he said, "This is shit."
I listened to his audiobook and read his book. I can hear him. This is shit. I can hear him say that.
Yeah. So he's basically ripped apart everything that I had. You want to try to be able to spend a half an hour with folks, and you want to get in and out if you just want to have a speech and not make any money, but you want to be prepared to spend a half an hour. And the first thing is really your winter is coming statement, and that winter is coming. You need to drag people in. And the way that he does it is, I'm going to tell you some general assumptions. And these assumptions base our whole business model on the assumptions. And if you don't buy into the assumptions, we don't need to go any further. But if you do, then let's talk about our business. And for our example, it was, our winter was, there's an enormous shift in American culture. And when we were kids and people thought about rich people, we were thinking about doctors and lawyers and movie stars and rock stars, and maybe that one guy down the street that happened to have several different pharmacy stores. Those were our rich people of those days. Today, rich people are the entrepreneurs of the world. And when we think of them, that's who we think of. And we have this shift that our mentality has shifted, but our ability has not. You still have that elite little group, the insider group that know how to play the game, that all the money flow to, and you're an outsider. No matter how hard you want to get there, it's not going to happen. And you, the outsider, represent 99% of Americans that want to become entrepreneurs. So 99% of Americans are outsiders, and we're changing the game, and we're turning it into an inside world. If you buy into that, let me tell you about our story, right? So you got to catch people's interest, because otherwise it's blah, 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 blah. And, we have this. They don't care about your industry yet. You got to really get them to buy into the problem, to really understand emotionally that, wow, these people, they're right. There is a big shift. There is a major shift here that's taken place, and all the money's flowing into 1%. These little bastards are addressing 99% of the market that nobody's touching. I want to hear more. I buy it. What's next? So big, huge problem, how we're solving that problem, how our solutions are way better than anything else, how we're going to monetize this over time, how we built that model out, how we've tested that model out. And frankly, if you even have third-party testing, these are my 3-year assumptions. And I've tested this not just by me. I've gone to these 2 different third-party groups, analysts. They've looked at it. They've stamped it. They've had me make changes. This is what we're going on. There isn't a best case, middle case, worst case. This is what we believe we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. And oh, by the way, this is our management team that kicks ass, that's done it before, that 4 out of the 5 people on our team have created billion-dollar companies, and we want to do it again. And so that's how you build a thing. And at the end, don't lose sight of the most important part of this, the ask. And don't be afraid to walk away. You don't want to be needy. The worst thing you can do is be needy. And we're always needy because we want that money. We don't even care if that guy's a good fit or not. We want the money. So cross-examine them at the end. Listen, I need $50,000. I'm going to get $50,000 from 20 people, but and that's all I'm going to do. I don't want more than that. I don't want less than that. I want 50,000 from 20 people, but I want the right people. And what makes you think that you're the right type of investor? Now that you've heard everything that I'm doing, what makes you think that you're the right type of investor for this? Well, I don't know. I have a lot of things on my plate. I'm thinking about it. Sounds like a pretty good idea. Okay, well, thank you. Look, thank you very much for your time. I'm really busy. We have a lot of appointments. There's a ton of interest in this. If you're in, you can be in, and I'll send you documents. If you're not, that's perfectly fine. I thank you for your time. Don't let people keep you lingering, because they're going to keep asking for more and more. And you're going to have a whole bunch of people that say, you know what? I want you to go from this step to this step, then come back and see me. And then you do that, you come back, and that, you know what? Prove this other thing out for me. Lose those people. You're wasting your time. And more often than not, when you appear to come from a power of strength and you control the game, they're going to cut a check.
Hi, I'm Steve Rodgers. I hope you're enjoying the show.
If you'd like to hear more from thought leaders, executives, CEOs, entrepreneurs, click on the link below and subscribe. We'd love to have you join us.